get busy living or get busy dying because you only got one life to live.
That's my guest, Curtis Christopherson, and in a moment you're going to hear more from him. But I want to give you a quick background. He is the CEO of Innovative Fitness, which was a company founded on evidence-based practices to help hundreds of thousands of people achieve their health, athletic performance, and physique goals. I'm your host, Matt Gluckman, and welcome to another show of Think Fitness Life, where we help anxious thinkers get unstuck, cultivate strength and confidence, so they can find fitness, freedom, and get back time doing what they love.
I lost my stepdad 3 months into COVID, and I was in the hospital 8 times in 13 weeks. It was a real eye opener in terms of just what stress can do on your body, both physically, mentally, and emotionally. And I think it's really important that we create general daily practices to not only identify, but help us manage like our overall well-being when it comes to our mindset and just overall stress management. And I think it's because society has created this mantra, especially as an executive and an entrepreneur. It was always like, who can work harder, longer, don't need sleep to perform. I used to do it. I used to pound my chest saying, I only need 6 hours of sleep. But at the end of the day, it's not good for you.
Curtis is going to explain the fundamentals he and his company use to make such a big impact in so many people's lives, particularly around goal setting. At this time, Curtis was trying to find a solution that would help connect individuals with the support they needed without being tied to a geographical location and without spending a fortune.
There was a fascinating book that was written many years ago, and it's Younger Next Year. And it really resonates with the general population and people that are looking to embark on their wellness and really commit to their wellness. And there's some basic fundamental principles that it talks about, and I'm not going to try to quote them today, but it's about being active daily. Like I think at the end of the day, if you're physically active daily, 30 minutes a day, it doesn't have to be a HIIT workout or some sort of intense workout. It could be walking and being active, being mobile 30 minutes a day. I think a plant-based diet, no one has to commit to a specific diet forever. And I think it's all within general reasoning in terms of just overall like well-being, but eat less red meat, have a plant-based diet, alcohol, like manage your alcohol consumption. I don't think it has to be end all be all. It doesn't have to be all or nothing. And I think when people commit to all or nothing, I don't think it's sustainable. So how can you physically be active 30 minutes a day? How can you eat less red meat, in my opinion? Because I think there's a massive inflammatory response that many people have when they eat red meat. I don't think everybody does, but I think the general population does. I think there's science that tells you that alcohol consumption is not good for you. So how do you drink less? And I think there's a whole mindset, spiritual side of things that people have to pay attention to. I mean, at the end of the day, stress manifests not just physically, but emotionally and mentally as well. So it's how do you remove yourself from stress, whether it's doing things that you love all the way to cutting out the things that cause you a lot of stress or manage that stress in a different way. And then vitamin D. I mean, a lot of people don't underestimate what sunshine and vitamin D does to our overall well-being, both mentally and physically. And I guess the last thing that I would mention is sleep. People don't prioritize their sleep enough. It's science have told us that if you're looking to lose weight, it's the second most impactful thing that you can focus on. Nutrition being number 1, sleep number 2, fitness number 3. I think we under prioritize our sleep.
So there you have it, the blueprint that literally has helped hundreds of thousands of people achieve their health, athletic performance, and physique goals. But Curtis identified something else that was preventing people from getting to their goals. And a lot of it didn't have to do with the common roadblocks.
Roadblocks are, we all know, the typical ones, right? Time, motivation, energy, pushing it back, accountability, discipline. So that's why people hire a trainer, because when you outsource your health to someone, there's no excuse. So whether it's the accountability that comes with that, the cost that comes with that, so there's further accountability. The scheduling is usually on a routine, Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 8 a.m. as an example. But I think the biggest factor that has led to our success working with people is actually the goal setting component. A lot of people set goals that are aesthetic goals, whether it's losing the last 10 pounds, decreasing body fat. And there's a law of diminishing returns that tells us that the closer we get to our goals when it comes to weight loss or body composition, the least impact we're going to have, right? Like you can only lose so much weight and you can only achieve a certain percentage of body fat. And so it gets, if your goals are strictly on those specific numbers, there's a lot of diminishing returns, and your motivation will decrease and decline as you get closer to your goals, because at the end of the day, the returns are less. And so we have always shifted our mindset around setting lifestyle specific goals, whether it's running a 10K, a half marathon, a marathon, hiking a mountain, running around the block pain free, because there's endless amounts of things that you can do. If you sign up for a 10K, you can always do a half marathon. You sign up for a half marathon, you can run it faster, or you can embark on committing yourself to a marathon. If you do a marathon, you can try to master running a marathon that you truly never quote unquote master. And then you can embark on multi-stage races, or you can try something new. When you're just focused on the scale, it's a problem of the industry, because it's all about the before and after shot. And the reason why people yo-yo, because they get to a level of success with their weight loss goals or their body composition goals, and then they ease up on the discipline and the accountability that they had to get there, and they end up going back to square one. And so you see this yo-yo effect that happens in our industry, because their single focused target and goal is strictly on that number. And there's much more to wellness than there is about the scales. So we've always encouraged people to set lifestyle specific goals, while recognizing that people want to get fit, active, lean out. Yeah, all of those things are still considered. But if you're active daily and you pick lifestyle goals, you're going to stay disciplined and accountable to achieving them. And you're going to get the end result is that you're going to not only achieve, whether it's running across the finish line of a marathon, but you're going to achieve a lot of your goals anyways, whether it's your strength goals, your body composition goals, your weight loss goals. Like that's going to be essentially a byproduct of your commitment to these lifestyle goals.
So attaching your goals to the process will allow you to stay consistent, create good habits for yourself, and then your goal, which might be a physique or a feeling or a weight or a performance, ends up becoming the byproduct of your commitment to those lifestyle changes. But as far as trends are concerned, there is one trend that has stayed true from the beginning in this industry.
So I think personalization is a big focus right now. And what's unique is that personal training has been personalized fitness for 20 years. So it's kind of coming full circle again, and thanks to technology and the data that we're collecting. So I've been in the personal training business for the last 20 years. So I've seen everything from when the fads and the trends were group class and step class and yoga and Pilates and more of the drop-in gym environment. We were trailblazing the personal training industry for quite some time. And then we saw the fad of the Soul Cycles and group class rise to the top again, where it was all about music, DJ, environment, culture. And now there's a shift again around personalized wellness. And it's thanks to technology, not only wearables, where we have access to data that we couldn't measure before, whether it's heart rate variability, recovery, and other data that allows us to personalize our wellness, but nutrition, everything. I think at the end of the day, there's no doubt if you want to see results, it doesn't matter in business or in your physical fitness, working with a coach is the best way to do it, because they're going to address and assess everything from your goals, needs, abilities, anything that's blocking you from your success, obstacles, challenges. And so just like you hire an accountant, lawyer, or any kind of other professional, medical doctor, to manage your results or the results you're looking for and the symptoms that you have, it's the same thing with a personal coach. I mean, personal training definitely gets results faster. It's more expensive, but it's going to get you to your results more efficiently and effectively. We launched a digital platform called WrkOUT, WRKOUT.com, where we connect consumers and users to a digital experience, because we felt that for most consumers that work with a trainer, they were traveling on the road for corporate travel, vacation travel, pleasure, and they were disconnecting to their health journey. So in 2019, we embarked on developing our own platform, and then that just got accelerated because of COVID. And essentially now we can connect consumers and users with a digital experience that's still live, it's still interactive. There's still a highly vetted personal trainer or fitness coach on the other end, but now they can do that anytime, anywhere. They don't have to be in a geographical region where they have to walk into a gym to experience that interaction.
Curtis was already seeing success in what he was doing, driving change for others. But what about his endeavor and what about his motivation kept him going when life threw all these curveballs his way?
Well, I think early on in life, I was encouraged to participate in sport. And I think sports laid out a foundation that allowed me to continue focusing on what I loved, which was staying healthy, fit, active, but also passing that down to other people, whether it's leading employees all the way to leading a customer base to achieve their health and wellness goals. I got a 6 and 8-year-old at home, loving my life, and I enjoy spending time with them, and I probably should spend more time with them. But yeah, probably one of the most pivotal experiences I had is in the fall of 2019, I went to Bhutan. It grounded me to a level that I never experienced before. And just the outlook on both life and just what's necessary and what you need and what you appreciate. And that in North America, we have all these external stresses, whether it's keeping up with the Joneses all the way to, monetary goals. And when you sit at the top of a mountain in one of the oldest monasteries that there is, you realize that there's much more to life than money, and how you evaluate success shouldn't be dependent on that. And then when you are experience all these external stresses and business is challenged more than ever before, and you have to go back to your roots and go back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and understand that your health is one of the top things you have to worry about. And your family and your love and yourself, like it's just puts things in perspective.
So don't get too overwhelmed. I know he's throwing a lot at you, but it's okay, because I had Curtis sum up what the one most important technological piece is to use to help people find success, and also talk to him about something that doesn't require any technology, something that can be used today, this week, so that you can find your fitness freedom stress-free.
There's one wearable I recommend. It's the Oura Ring. I'm a huge fan, always have been wearing one for the last 3 years. And managing your sleep and your heart rate variability is in my belief, is critical in terms of performance. And I think the Oura Ring has done a great job. And I think they have one of the best algorithms for heart rate variability and recovery. So I definitely recommend that for a sleep tracker. And there's certain ways you can do it. I mean, breath work, people undervalue and underestimate the value of our breath. And I think it doesn't have to be through a meditative practice. It doesn't have to be through a yoga practice, but just understanding on how the physical and physiological changes that happen when we're under stress, and how our breath can both positively and negatively impact us depending on how we manage that. So I think, when they say take a breath, do it.
What Curtis is referencing here is the profound effects that we have from just breathing and having a practice around breath work. You can call it meditation, call it what you like, but we've known that consciously changing the way we breathe appears to send signals to the brain to adjust our rest and digest part of our nervous system, which will slow down our heart rate, our digestion, promote feelings of calm, as well as slow down even our sympathetic nervous system, which controls the release of stress hormones like cortisol. Well, there you have it, folks. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode. And if you're still stuck or overwhelmed or just generally confused by all of this, I urge you to check out our Facebook group, the TFL Inner Circle, and you can post your question in there, and you can find answers from myself, other personal trainers, or other people who have been in your same position, so that you can get unstuck and reach your next level. And for those of you who really want to accelerate your progress, you can book a call with one of our lead trainers. That would be calendly.com/thinkfitnesslife, where you can at least get a formal assessment conducted, because sometimes it's not always easy to see everything that you're doing or what you're missing, and it's helpful to get that bird's eye perspective from a qualified professional. We're happy to help. Have a good one. We'll catch you next week.
If you're ready to make steps towards improving your health or increasing your performance, book a free 30-minute call today by visiting thinkfitnesslife.com.